Alright, welcome to the very first and quite possibly very last We Skeem reaction video. I don't know what this is called. We Streem? Maybe? I don't know. So, I've been asked a lot to do like reaction videos and stuff, and it always seems like a bad idea, seeing I'm so rude, sarcastic, and everything else. But here we are. JAA, my boy, he's been hitting me up a lot. We've been talking. He hasn't released anything. This is his first release, and he really wanted me to get on it. And I said, you know what? Your first release, my first reaction. Let's see how this goes. It's also got my boy Jekyl and my man 10K on it. So we're gonna check this out and see how this whole reaction thing goes, and see how cruel and unusual I become. So let's go. Unstoppable. Alright, first of all, I know this is something Jekyl's been working on, this CG thing. I like it. Let's see where it goes. But what are we searching for? Alright, now the audio production so far is pretty solid. I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm guessing Jekyl probably produced the beat, because I know he does that too. It's Jekyl's track, featuring JAA and 10K is my understanding, so he probably produced it. Let's see.
Look into the eyes of a man that has died, cause you dropped him to his knees and you soaked him all his pride. Like your favorite game and it's giving you a high, but you want me to end up like the fucking guy. Think of Fukushima, that at any time I'm melting down. You taking shots from everywhere, I'm telling you right now that no matter how much water y'all are never gonna drown. Any shots about tsunami, you can never break me down.
So, you know, Jekyl always has an interesting way about him. My favorite thing about Jekyl is usually his rhyme schemes. I usually really appreciate his rhyme schemes. It's interesting seeing kind of the music video vibe, the little vest. I prefer my vocals to be a little more wet. If you don't know what the term wet means, it just means more effects. If you've listened to my stuff, you could tell I get pretty effects heavy a lot. Usually, unless it's a like very intimate song, I like the vocals to just be more wet. It sounds more produced. It's what the mainstream artists do. So that's something that I feel is a little lacking here. But otherwise, I'm here for it.
Hearing what you're saying, every word and every noun. It's like every single day something new is coming at me now. Going click a cloud and the shots are just ridiculous. How am I supposed to fear them when they coming from a cloud? Keep provoking shit and I'm coming at you like a bush, but at 11 times like Superman invisible. You think that I'm a bubble, but popping me's impossible. Think you can't stop me, but fuck that, I'm unstoppable. Unstoppable, like the bigger picture, we're unstoppable.
Oh man. Okay. So JAA just came in here. Not what I was expecting another person to pick up. And he's coming in here with that rock rap flow. I can already see that's where we're going. Let me step this back a little bit.
Can't stop me, but fuck that, I'm unstoppable. Unstoppable, like the bigger picture, we're unstoppable. Even in the highest of mountains, we are horrible. Hitting you at random like a storm that's tropical. Every fucking flow that we hit is phenomenal. Every time we spit on a track, it's like a chronicle. Punchlines taking the weight of the abdominal. Living every day, saying fuck what is possible. 10 kg double A Jekyl, we're unstoppable.
So I feel like I just heard him be three different people just then. He came in with this kind of weird, aggressive, DMX-y vibe, switched to something else, and did he just end as Rob Zombie? Is that what happened? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Now we're searching for someone else.
Metal scene quicker try to throw me away. Felt sick trying to even find one reason to stay. Cause they shit on my abilities, fear my capabilities. They only like musicians that stay in their captivity. I was inhibited cause their point of view was limited. Until I had enough, now I tear into the primitive. What a frightening sight, I'm finally alive. I've seen the light, 10 years of pent up rage, 10 years of built up spite.
Alright, 10 years of rage and built up spite. He's coming on saying, hey, hi, nice to meet you. I got some stuff to say about a long track record dealing with music, and so you're gonna listen. Okay. He's got that rapper die shirt. I see you.
I never let your pressures make me falter a cave. I gotta live in your box like a puppet and...
And now he's got that, he's going back to that weird grungy. Is this an ICP sound too? I don't know. His voice is all over the place. I think I dig it, but also I want the voice to be different on each song. Like, I don't need all of your voices right now. I'm a guy that knows something about having different voices for different songs, okay? Just listen to, like, the difference between The Best and We Skeem, my self-titled track, and those are, like, polar opposite sounds. But I don't know about throwing them all into one song, but he is trying to say, hey, hi, nice to meet you, so it can work. So let's keep going.
Spitting at you like a llama, took my passion out the grave. Cause I decided fucking dramas when I play a sound wave. This dream team's executing the grandest of schemes, turning tables on you fools like Sydney in the first.
Grandest of schemes? How you have a dream team with the grandest scheme without scheme? Call him BS on that one.
Stream. Here I come with my forward approach. Nothing gonna stop me out. I'ma linger around here like a roach. So much talent deep inside, I want the world to see. I stopped playing by the rules are cut and now I'm free. So I grind, I gotta be stuck in a rubber behind. I put out stories from my soul, my thoughts are one of a kind. I just want you all to look inside yourselves and find the quality ranks over quantity, they can't be entwined.
So he's saying quality ranks over quantity. And, I mean, he'd be the one that needs to say that, because quantity-wise, I mean, this is it so far, right? Unless you've listened to some of his other stuff, like when he was doing more rock or back behind his other old artist names. So I think he's saying, look, you're not going to see a new track from me every day, but when I drop them, you're gonna be happy I did.
To every last one that didn't think I was able, you unleash a monster, a beast living every day unstable. J-double-A. Unstoppable, like the bigger picture, we're unstoppable. Even in the highest
back to this DMX-y feeling thing, or whatever this is.
Every fucking flow that we hit is phenomenal.
So even though this is like on Jekyll's page, and it says Jekyll times JAA times 10K, this is really JAA's song, clearly, because he's the hook, and he's the second verse. I'm guessing he's going to be the hook after 10K is about to go, so this is JAA saying, hello, nice to meet you. Here we go.
Every time I spit on a track, it's like a chronicle. Punchlines taking the wind of the abdominal. Living every day, saying fuck what is possible. 10 kg double A Jekyll, we're unstoppable.
That was a weird, abrupt audio thing that just happened. Like, it's like the beat just went loud for a second, or cut. It's like the beat was being cut for the artist, and something didn't happen right in the editing part, where the beat wasn't cut at the right spot, and the sound was not right. Those little things I always hear and always kind of bother me. And I'm always like, just give it to me, I'll fix it next time. I'm just waiting for it to say codename Kids Next Door. He had to show off the car. I love 10K, but you had to show it off. It is a nice ride.
You're a big boy, don't hold me responsible. My flow is different in every song, call me adapt.
For some reason, 10K's vocals sound way crisper than everyone else's. Like his were mixed and mastered by someone else. I don't know if this was all mastered by the same person. Maybe he was just using a different mic. But 10K's vocals already sound like they sit better on this track than anyone else's.
Adaptable, you love me now, come on man, that was rhetorical. I don't give a shit if you think my passion's diabolical. I'm working hard to be the best and phenomenal. Call me all you want, but stopping me is impossible. Saving me on a playlist is not what I push, it's optional. But Jekyll JAA, now we're unstoppable.
See, this whole first part where 10K's rapping without like the kick drum, without the bass, it's hard to stay on rhythm when that metronome isn't really there. I usually recommend when rappers do this, if they're not supernatural with flow, maybe have a metronome playing when they record it. Because I could hear a couple times where 10K wasn't perfectly on the beat because there was no beat behind him. But overall, man, I just love hearing the way that 10K sounds, his cadence, and the accent doesn't hurt either. I dig the accent in his rap.
So I put my heart in, took the depression away. I break the names that I found to be fake. I shaded grace until they have something to say. I'm here for good, man, you can't bury me away.
So you could hear he sounds so much more flowing here when the beat kicked in than he was when he started the verse.
Tell me you don't hear the noise I'm making. Songs don't need steroids, but I do give them creatine.
Well, I just said that, and then that steroids creatine line was not perfectly flow, so that just went against what I said. Made me look like a chump, 10K. Or am I making you look like a chump? No hate, no hate. I'm just I'm very technical with certain aspects of a song.
Release a lot too, but I have quality, it's not the same thing. It's the dream that I'm after. Watch you, it's just clout that you're chasing.
Speaking of which, I didn't say a lot about Jekyll's verse, and I'm kind of feeling bad about it right now. I've had a lot of times where I haven't liked where Jekyll's flow was on the beat, and if I remember this verse, he was actually pretty spot on. I think I was distracted by his vest and being shirtless to focus on the rest. And there was something echoey about his verse. I don't know if it was the beat or his vocals. It felt doubled and echoey, and I think that's all I was hearing. And so I didn't want to comment on it because I wasn't sure if it was my sound setup. But now that we've gotten to other verses, I know it's not. So I think that was distracting me too.
Got a track coming that will explain why I'm the brave king. But do you have any idea what it is that I've been staking? I'm taking this serious even though I've caught the crazy. While you're producing crap, look at the beats you're wasting. But I am the best.
Ooh, calling people out on producing crap and wasting beats? There's a lot of beats to go around though. Pro tip, just make your own. That's what I do.
You just don't know it yet. Right now I'm the guest, none of you see the threat. But you better watch your steps, cause I'm coming for your neck. You'll be a fish in the nets with unstoppable force, stepping it up per game. Remember my name, 10K.
I remember your name, 10K.
Like a bigger picture, we're
Okay. That hook did not drop, I don't think, in sync with when it was supposed to, so it caught me way off guard. Again, the cut of this beat has been kind of all over the place. In that case, I kind of liked how shocking it was. It sort of worked. It worked there.
even in the highest of mountains, we are.
There was shirtless Jekyll again. Well, shirtless with a vest.
In you I ran up like a storm that's tropical. Every fucking flow that we hit is phenomenal. Every time we spit on a track, it's like a chronicle. Punchlines taking the wind of the abdominal. Living every day, saying fuck what is possible. 10K.
Yeah, see, JAA, I like all what he's doing. The hook's growing on me more. I think what it really needs right now is like, again, it's too dry. His mic doesn't sound like it's the best mic. And it would really help if there were more effects on his voice, maybe some ad-libs under it, just to kind of add some depth to the hook. Just the one take without too many effects and everything on whatever mic that was and whatever mix it is. I feel like the hook is a lot better than it was produced. There is more there that was not brought out.
Jekyl, we're unstoppable.
That was a long code. I keep hitting the mic with my dang headphone. To be continued. To be continued. Okay, now I get to see the credit. A new video is Jekyl. Little Star Wars. 808, okay. Lyric by all of them. Audio, mixing and mastering by Jekyl. And production. So I'm assuming Jekyl did make this beat, it looks like. Alright. That's it, guys. That's the end of it. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I should ever speak on someone else's song again, if reactions should be done from me. I didn't really tell as many weird, witty jokes or whatever as I thought I might. I just kind of was digging the song, even if it doesn't seem that way. I'm always very analytical. It doesn't mean I don't like something. I'm just gonna point out, little flaws or imperfections, especially from smaller artists who are still growing. I'm one of them. I'll point out flaws and imperfections in my song sometimes when I realize it did the mix too quick. Yeah, that's where we at. Make sure you go check these guys out. Jekyl, JAA, and 10K. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. I don't know if JAA is on Instagram, but they're on Twitter. And obviously their YouTube channels. I'm gonna have a link to this video in the description. If you want me to keep reacting to stuff, let me know. This video is probably super long. So way too long for how long the song was. But if for some reason you're a glutton for punishment, tell me to keep doing it. Otherwise, you'll still get music from me. Alright, see ya. See ya? That's a stupid sign off. I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Hey! Alright, bye.